What is going on, you guys? I'm going to tell you something right now that I think if you adopt and actually incorporate into your life, I think that you'll be able to experience on a subtle level what it is I'm talking about here. In this video, I'm going to talk about stimulating Kundalini, how to feel Kundalini. And first and foremost, I just want to say that Kundalini, ladies and gentlemen, is not something for the faint of heart. This is largely, I don't want to call it a Luciferian energy because there's such a negative stigma to that word, but it is a very rebellious energy. This Kundalini energy is it has fallen asleep in humanity. In this energy, ladies and gentlemen, I thought I heard something. This energy is the Promethean fire. It is the fire that Prometheus stole from the gods to give to humanity. Stealing things from gods sounds a little like, I don't want to say Luciferianism, because most people first and foremost don't even understand what Luciferianism is. It has nothing to do, real, true Luciferianism is all about the spirit, awakening the spirit. It has nothing to do in essence, ladies and gentlemen, with worshiping demons and all this other nonsense, but that's besides the point. Kundalini is not meant to be woken up. The system doesn't want us to wake it up. The New World Order does not want us to come into contact with this energy, because this energy, when it wakes up in our systems, ladies and gentlemen, bridges our consciousness with the absolute, with the true living God that the Gnostics speak of, the monad. The Gnostics, myself being one of them, believe that we have the ability to know God through enlightenment. That is what gnosis is, and Gnosticism, Gnosis is it's the foundation of Gnosticism. That's the beautiful thing about Gnosticism. It inspires people to become enlightened, ladies and gentlemen. Mainstream religions require your complacency. They require you to have blind faith. Faith is important to some extent, ladies and gentlemen, but if your faith does not produce results, there's a good chance that you need to reassess your path, because if you're just blindly going down the river of faith and your life is still broken and all this other nonsense, your religion may not be what's best for you. So, Lucifer, ladies and gentlemen, is kind of the archetype for the great rebeller, the adversary. So that's why I say Kundalini is almost a Luciferian energy, not only because Kundalini has a lot to do with snakes. We've talked about that in prior videos. But the process by which you wake Kundalini up makes you the adversary here in this world. When you wake up the Kundalini, you realize that there are agents everywhere and that your life was constructed to keep you asleep, much like the movie The Truman Show with Jim Carrey. I would highly suggest watching that film. You are living in The Truman Show, ladies and gentlemen. Now, obviously, it's not, exactly like it is in the movie, but there are so many parallels to The Truman Show. You are in the Matrix. The Matrix is largely constructed as a kind of, it's like The Truman Show to a large extent. And only when you get your eyes back and you re-enlighten the optic core, only when you bridge the schism between your divided, self, the left and right brain, will you be able to see through what Christ called the first eye. When the two divisions are made whole again, you will be able to see the world the way you were designed to be able to experience or see the world. Only then will you realize that this entire world is a targeted system to keep individuals from becoming enlightened. This is the land of the dead. So waking up the Kundalini, which brings life back into your malnourished body, soul, and mind, it makes you take on the role of the Christ consciousness. You become like Neo in the Matrix film, ladies and gentlemen, and suddenly when you unplug from the Matrix, the life that you used to live, the way it was designed, suddenly becomes a weapon system against you, because the system recognizes that you're rebelling against it. I hope that makes sense. It's very difficult to explain, but it's oh so important. This energy is not for the faint of heart. When the Kundalini wakes up and you become the angel again, you realize that we are in the middle of a spiritual war between good and evil and right and wrong, and the line in the sand has never been clearer. So, I'm trying to encapsulate things in less than 10 minutes. I'm trying to make a very complicated subject short and simple, and it's very difficult. I have hours of footage here on the Patreon page where I explain exactly what Kundalini is. So I'm not going to make this an embellishment video. I'm not going to go on and on and on. All I'm going to say is tread lightly, because this energy, if you awaken it, will most likely not make your life easier. It'll make it more difficult. You will take on burdens because you will start to feel things that you no longer you don't feel anymore. Most people are desensitized, malnourished, and brain dead. No offense. That's not an act of judgment. That's just the simple truth. When you wake up the Kundalini, the world becomes a burden to bear because you become aware of what's going on here. So people who have never experienced this before, I mean, they more often than not approach this energy like, oh, I'm going to become enlightened and everything's going to be easy and God's going to pave the way for me. Most people approach enlightenment and spirituality in a very selfish manner. That's not the case. God will test you. This energy, this rebellious energy. There's so many things that could be said about it, but you become the adversary in a world of complacency. Waking this energy up makes you a target for the system. So that's besides the point. How to feel Kundalini energy. Get yourself fasted for at least 9 to preferably 16 hours. Drink water throughout the day, preferably with some shilajit, maybe some minerals, maybe take some Highlands tissue salt or cell salts to keep the 12 zodiac salts within you, or to keep them moving through your system. Check out a book called The Salts of Salvation if you want to learn more about that. Again, I'm trying to keep this under 10 minutes, so we'll not go on about that. Highlands cell salts, if you're interested, look into them. Look up the research by Santos Bonacci on the salts of salvation if you want to learn more. There's specific tissue salts or cell salts connected to the 12 signs of the zodiac, and most people are completely deficient in these. Besides that, get yourself fasted, maybe go for a walk, maybe go for a light jog or a bike ride. Get your system on empty, but stay hydrated throughout the day. Drink some lemon water, etc. Maybe some cayenne if you can handle that on an empty stomach. Many people can't. And then, ladies and gentlemen, 9 to 16 hours into your fast, go out into the world, preferably go out and find these pieces of produce. Don't buy them from the store. Store-bought produce is fucking garbage, but if you have to do that, do what you gotta do. But more often than not, if you just travel around, you'll be able to find a lemon tree and you'll be able to find some greens that you can pick from the world around you that you can juice. I want you to get some green juice into your system when you're fasted. But before you do that, I want you to go into your room. I want you to do the thoughtlessness exercise, and I want you to do the full body relaxation exercise, of which we have talked about extensively in the past, so I'm not going to embellish. But I want you to do those 2 exercises, ladies and gentlemen. I'll put links in the description box below for those who need access to the link. The full body relaxation exercise is going to calm your body down and your organs so that you'll be able to accept the green juice when you drink it. The thoughtlessness exercise is going to empty your mind so that you can assimilate the nutrients. Most people do not digest properly because they're stressed out when they consume these things or when they consume food. So, to keep things simple and short, fast yourself. Go into your preferably go into your inner temple, but I don't want to make it complicated. We talk about the inner temple exercise extensively, so I'm not going to embellish. I'm not going to rant, excuse me. Fast yourself. Go out, get some sun on your skin. Preferably clean your skin with the Dr. Kassar skin cleaning solution. Get some minerals into your system throughout the day. Get some movement going, some exercise, a brisk walk or a bike ride. Then, after a day of that, preferably while praying, trying to seek the angels and the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven, the true living God, the gnostic God. We've talked about that in the past, so let me just stay on point. Excuse me, you guys. During the day, really try to connect yourself with yourself and to God. Stay hydrated, get some exercise, clean your skin with the skin cleaning solution. Go into your temple, do the thoughtlessness exercise for about 5 to 15 minutes, and then do the full body relaxation exercise for about 30 minutes. Completely relax not only your bones and your tissues and your skin and all of it, relax every muscle and relax every single organ system. Relax your spine, get it completely free of stress. We've talked about how you can use your mind to calm your body down in prior videos, so I'm not going to rant. Go watch my full body relaxation exercise video. I'm about to make a new one because it's a little outdated and there's a lot of information that needs to be included that I left out in the first one. But in the first one, I was trying to keep things really simple. After about 30 minutes of calming your body down and relaxing your mind, doing the thoughtlessness exercise, get the juice of some homegrown lemons, some Meyer lemons, 1 full Meyer lemon with the skin on. Leave the skin on, run it through the juicer. Add the juice of some Swiss chard, about 6 leaves. If you have to buy it from the store, buy it, but make sure to buy it organic. Then take the juice of a lemon, 1 whole lemon, organic. Take a little nub of ginger, ladies and gentlemen, run it through the juicer, and take 2 carrots, run it through the juicer. Preferably you're going to find this stuff, or you're growing this stuff. You're really going to feel Kundalini energy if you drink the juice from good quality, mineral rich soils, not fucking store-bought bullshit. But if you empty your mind, if you calm your body down, ladies and gentlemen, and if you've fasted all day and you've tried to connect yourself to the Kundalini energy, connect yourself to God, really try to seek the kingdom of heaven by seeking the angels. We've talked about the angels extensively in my videos about the Essene Gospel of Peace, etc. Then drink the green juice, and with every single sip, put it in your mouth and swish it, and really try to taste the fucking living enzymes and all of the life-giving constituents in the juice. Slowly masticate and swish each sip for 20 seconds minimum. Mix your saliva with it. Mix your enzymes with it. Enzymes from your spit, ladies and gentlemen. It'll pre-digest it. And on an empty stomach, after you've drank this whole entire juice and been, feel appreciation for it as you're doing it. Bring those living constituents, the enzymes, the raw minerals into your system. And if you do that with an empty mind and a calmed body after a day of fasting and praying, there's a good chance you're going to feel highly altered, or not highly altered, you'll feel highly altered, excuse me. You're not going to feel that altered, but you will feel subtle stimulation and you'll feel connected. There's a good chance if you do this, over time, you will start to completely upgrade your psychic centers by filling your body with nutrition. When your body's actually calmed down, when your body and your mind are actually in a rested state. There's a reason why I'm telling you guys this protocol to do it exactly as I laid it out. You need to be empty. Physically, your body, the tank needs to be empty, and you also need to be empty of the mind, and your muscles and your organs and your stomach, every part of you needs to be relaxed so that you can assimilate all of the nutrients that you're bringing into your body from these raw constituents. It is going to fill you up from the inside out. This protocol, ladies and gentlemen, if done prolonged, will bring you into highly upgraded states of physical health. I can almost guarantee it, especially if you use this in tandem with the skin cleaning solutions, etc. So I wanted to keep this one short. You can do fruit juice as well, but the greens are really going to bring you into stability. It's going to flood your body with oxygen. And here in the land of the dead, you need oxygen. And you're also going to want to really do some deep breathing while you bring these nutrients into your body. We'll talk about it more in the near future. Next month, I'm going to start releasing my Kundalini protocol. You're not going to want to miss it here on Patreon. So until next time, peace be with you, and I love you all.